One question that we often get asked is, how do I buy or build a canvas? The reference implementation of the ODA Canvas is designed to have a set of services that are freely available for organizations to use, extend, or to build into their own implementations. All of these capabilities have been built by the community and published as Apache 2 licensed assets. We also expect hyperscale public cloud companies to build Canvas services on their own native cloud services, as well as infrastructure software vendors building operators for their own particular software applications. So the choice for a CSP wanting to buy or build their own Canvas is to use one of the multiple public cloud offerings, to roll their own based on the reference implementation, or to use Canvas services from infrastructure software vendors. And this isn't an either-or decision. The Canvas itself is modular, and you can mix and match these approaches to build your own Canvas. The individual modules of a Canvas are called Canvas operators, and they follow a standard pattern used in many Kubernetes applications. So what types of Canvas operator are available? Now, there are several types of operator in the ODA Canvas. For each type of operator, there may be multiple technical implementations. The list below shows the types of operator available in the ODA Canvas reference implementation. This list is not exhaustive, and we foresee new operator types becoming available as the ODA Canvas matures. Now let's go through a few examples. So the first is API operators. Each ODA component includes a declarative definition of its requirements for exposing its APIs. The APIs could be for the core function of the component or for managing and securing the component itself. And a Canvas platform can use any API gateway or service mesh to expose these APIs in a secure and controlled way. And API operators automate the configuration of the API gateways and service meshes. Now we have reference Canvas operators for the Kong API gateway, for Apache API 6, for just managing the Istio service mesh itself. And Google, Microsoft and Whale Cloud have created API operators for their own native services. Another example is for observability management, and each ODA component includes a declarative definitions of its requirements for observability. Now, the component doesn't implement any observability solution, but relies on an observability capability to be available as part of the Canvas. And the Canvas can use any observability solution that supports the open metrics and open telemetry standards. And we have an observability config operator to automate the configuration of the observability using requirements declared in the component. And as the third example, for identity management, a key concept with the ODA components and Canvas model is that each component doesn't need to implement its own identity management solution. And this is a change from today's application architecture, where most of our vendor solutions come with their own identity management built in. And this causes considerable friction for our operations teams, as we need to integrate these separate IDM solutions into our company standard IDM solution, where we master our employee data and our employee system access. The ODA component and Canvas model simplifies this by getting the components to master only the role and permission information that they require to be linked to identities, and to enable each component to integrate to a single IDM solution made available in the Canvas. So each ODA component includes a declarative definition of its requirements for roles and permissions. A Canvas platform can use any identity management solution that can support the OAuth 2 standard. And identity config operators automate the configuration of the identity management solution using roles and permissions that are mastered in the component. And our reference canvas now has identity config operators for Keycloak and for Microsoft Azure Entra ID. Finally, I want to talk about our future planned operators. So within the ODA Canvas community, we're experimenting with operators we believe will be of value into the future. The first of these is the AI management operator. So we believe that within a short period of time, most software components will embed AI as part of their core functionality. This could be using custom AI models or accessing foundational Gen AI models. The AI operator will allow a component to include a declarative definition of its requirements for AI, and the canvas makes these AI services discoverable from the underlying cloud platform. The goal is to enable all software components to be able to use AI or Gen AI services, but have strong control and governance of the AI services being used. The canvas will include all the required capabilities to control and monitor the use of AI services and to ensure we're using AI in a responsible way aligned with the regulatory requirements like the EU AI Act. We also have other operators planned for things like carbon management to ensure the sustainability of component software, and also for cost management. And as I said at the beginning, this list of types of Canvas operator isn't exhaustive. As the Canvas matures, we expect other operators to become available. And finally, for further information, please look at one of the links shown on the slide to look at the Open Digital Architecture itself, or at the ODA Component Accelerated documentation site, or the ODA Canvas GitHub repository. Okay, thanks very much.